What if you lived in a world where getting a cybernetic brain interface implant was the norm? And what if, with one of these cybernetics, you could install software to your brain to become effectively superhuman? But wait, what if magic powers could be written to special software, granting the user the magic powers on that software when installed to the cybernetic? This special software is called HAXWARE. Beautiful opal-like gemstones that have an extremely large data capacity, modifiable by rearranging their atom structure to become readable analogs. Now, with the right discipline, installing HAXWARE can make the power disparity between the average person and a HAXWARE user incredibly vast. So naturally, some have set out to master it to uphold justice, while others to reap and sow chaos. But most people just use it to help them with everyday tasks. Yo, what up? I'm Jabrils, and this is my IP HAXWARE. For many years now, I've been a big fan of mini magic systems. And so today I wanted to explore the magic system that I've made for HAXWARE just a little bit. When I set out to create my own magic system, I wanted to address one of the biggest issues that I find with a lot of magic systems: balance. Too many magic systems make up their consequences on the fly, and even some of my favorite magic systems suffer from the chosen one or random selection process. But I wanted to ask, what if we make a power system that wasn't randomly selected, but instead everyone has an opportunity to become him or her? Or they? What if there was an IP with a magic system governed by understandable laws of physics? And that is my IP HAXWARE. HAXWARE is a sci-fi fantasy comprised of a bunch of stories that takes place in a single galaxy. There are 4 grades of HAXWARE interfaces that a user can implant: bronze, silver, gold, and opal. You see, HAXWARE grants a user magic powers, but to use those magic powers, the user has to install the HAXWARE. And to be able to do that, you have to slot your HAXWARE into what's called a HAXWARE core, which, depending on what grade of HAXWARE interface you implant, the core that comes with that interface has a certain limitation on how many HAXWARE you can install. There are different types of HAXWARE. Elemental is the main, and then there's combat, passive, transport, and there's a couple others, but you're gonna have to discover that for yourself. But the most exciting part to this magic system to me is that you can mix and match different HAXWARE to discover very unique powers. This aspect really draws on my love and experience with science and computer programming. All in all, back to my original point, there are no constraints on who can become the greatest warrior in the galaxy. So long as you have a brain, a HAXWARE interface implanted, and the work ethic, then that makes you a contender to become the greatest. I hope you enjoyed this bite-sized nibble into my HAXWARE IP. If you want more, please go read my manga HAXWARE Paragon. You can pick up a physical version to help me do more with this IP, but if you don't want to, don't worry. There's also a free digital version on HAXWARE.io. Well, that's all from me today. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions on how HAXWARE works.